Now let's get into these audio leaks. So they're out of nowhere. This is the craziest thing. This is like, I don't know how to explain it, man. It's like Lil Wayne mixtapes leaking in 2007 and shit. You know, this is the most random. I was not expecting this. And I think I know where this is coming from. There's two potential sources. But first, let's get into the audio leaks. This audio leaks is Young Thug talking to 21 Savage, what it seems like on the phone. And then I think he talks to somebody else, but I know Young Thug and 21 Savage, 100%, they're talking to each other. And they talk about, like, Gunna, is the industry rocking with him? And then Young Thug says, hey, I'm not rocking with Gunna because Lil Baby and Future already said they're not rocking with him, so I just joined them. So there's a lot of stuff. There's claims of Young Thug saying, I bought 50,000 streams for his album, so, you know, it can go #1 and beat, I think, The Weeknd or something like that. Like, there's a lot of crazy stuff in these audio clips. Some of it's kind of just bullshit and just, you know, rambling stuff. But what I'm going to be going over is the actual shit that matters in these audio clips, because there's a lot of them that came out, and a lot of them are just bullshit. So first, let's go into Young Thug and 21 Savage reacting to Gunna's Lil Baby diss. So Gunna did release, you know, when he came out with his album, he did release music, sending shots at Lil Baby, stuff like that, which is on Bread and Butter, that track. Let's play the clip of Young Thug and 21 Savage, mainly Young Thug, but 21 Savage reacting to Gunna dissing Lil Baby on Bread and Butter.
I don't know, bro. Like,
yeah, that was Gunna's
like,
you pushed up on me knowing you were busy with a rap. It's a jazz
that
smart mouth, man.
do that.
Yeah.
Oh God, but he ain't lying though. He ain't lying. He did.
See, so he quoted the Bread and Butter lyric where he says he switched on me when you know in business with a rat. Now, what's crazy is Young Thug is being outed as that rat, so it's not looking good for him. But they were having a conversation about that, which is crazy to me. And then let's talk about the other stuff, because there's a lot of different stuff. So here's a different audio clip of 21 Savage telling Young Thug that Lil Baby, Lil Durk, and all the rappers that diss Gunna did it just so they can get clout.
Type shit. I ain't finna say nothing about you on the internet. I ain't finna let the world know I ain't fucking with you until just say so.
But you know,
that's what they supposed to did. Like,
but ain't nobody
niggas trying to go at him to get clout. Yes, they have. Dirt
said something to him, but that's it. Like, Wham, them niggas ain't doing all this shit. Like,
Wham unfollowed him.
Yeah, but I mean, that's just that little boy shit. That ain't really saying that to no.
Yeah,
that's just like, damn, I'm disappointed.
Yeah, but that's still
announcing
what your position is, right?
But
I ain't saying they wrong. I'm just saying.
Yeah, they jumped the gun. But
niggas supposed to have a conversation with you for they do anything. That's just how I look at it.
Wham did though. I talked to Wham, so we get on the phone. Hey, you told Buddy them do that? All right, hell no. He's like, all right, say less. Same shit. I'm talking about off top. Soon it happens.
This clip as well is interesting. Young Thug says he would have been cool with Gunna if rappers like Lil Baby, Lil Durk, Future, and others did not already cut ties with him. Because 21 Savage actually kind of defends Gunna and some of the stuff he said when he said yes ma'am, no ma'am, when the DA was, you know, asking him questions, which was the allegedly snitching part that, you know, I talked about a little bit earlier.
Man, you on Jeffrey Williams in the car. It was a gun and drugs in the car. Was it yours?
He probably said that though, bro.
100%, but you.
That's the only part I don't agree with. I disagree with you on. The other shit, he said that wrong. But that, like, nigga, it wasn't yours neither. It was the nigga who took the charge shit.
Yeah.
Cause I don't, in my heart, bro, I don't feel like Shawty did what he did with the intention of hurting you. You feel what I'm saying? I don't really get that vibe from him. I feel like he just green. That's just my opinion.
I just look at it. God damn sure was thinking about that one day. Like, man, I'm just gonna goddamn. I ain't finna say nothing about this shit. I'm just woo. I might just be like, man, them folks did what they had to do. I don't feel like that was wrong. I swear to God, I was thinking about doing that before, but I'm like, shit, what the hell? That's gonna change. Because I feel like it's really over with for your rap career. The album you put out might go #1, but that's it after that. You know what I'm saying? It's like on some real shit now. You hold his career in your hand, bro. That's what I'm telling you. If you come out right now and tell the world what he did went wrong,
Cause them folks already on the internet like, man, fuck all that. We rocking with Gunna. Ever since he dropped that song, they like, man, we rocking with him. If you come out and tell the world that you was in agreement with that shit, his career ain't over. That's why I said, like,
I understand that part, but now think about niggas like you, Wham, Dirt, Pluto, niggas who I really fuck with, who like my brothers who already done like cut ties. Imagine niggas that y'all niggas already done cut ties with a nigga, and then I come and take a nigga and be on the nigga's side after they did what wrong. They can call me.
Yeah,
but
you know what
I'm saying? It's just like I'm slapping y'all in
No, it ain't. Cause niggas need to stop jumping the gun. Niggas be like, I don't know, bro. It's like,
how you call that jumping the gun though?
Cause at the end of the day, saying fuck a nigga, what that's really finna get a nigga for real.
Oh, definitely.
And here's another interesting part of a clip where Young Thug makes it very clear he hates Gunna and he wants to torment him by dropping his album on the same day as Gunna's.
Really, really hate Buddy.
Yeah.
I literally don't hate nobody in the entire world but him. I literally hate him. I swear to God, I hate him. But business, business is business, and I feel like I would let him have a whole month to himself, but I don't want to put it out. I don't want to be putting it out too long after him, so it'll look like, oh, both of them just dropped the album. I feel like I wanted to be like, he posts his cover like my album come Friday, and then I post the cover my album come Friday. I wanted to just be like straight Kanye West tormenting them, like straight like, oh wow, Thug really dropping an album on the same day this nigga dropping this shit. Like he on bullshit. I really.
No, we're on godly shit.
Man, I'm on demon time. I'm not with none of that.
No, we're on godly time.
Now, here's the most interesting part to me about these audio leaks. It is about Young Thug purchasing streams to make sure Gunna has a #1 album. He basically outs and says, hey, the only reason you got a #1 album is because I paid for it to be #1. Which I don't think in the history of music, I can't think of a moment where we got something exposed like this, where it's clear as day it's payola to get #1. Because there's always been, the interesting thing about albums and, what they sell and all this stuff, there's always been some type of manipulation, right? Birdman got accused of purchasing some of the Carter 4 albums to potentially get another 1 million copies first week. He got accused of that. I'll never forget that. There's always been accusations here and there of people purchasing albums back when physical CDs were available and those were selling. What's funny is Nielsen SoundScan, which got started in 1991, got started because labels would lie about how many albums they would sell to inflate their business, right? So, for example, Michael Jackson actually caught, they're not saying that Michael Jackson did this, I'm just saying the label did this. They caught Michael Jackson's number being inflated when it comes to his album that came out in 1991. They said, oh, Michael Jackson sold 4 million copies the first week. Nielsen SoundScan came in and said, no, you guys shipped 4 million copies, and then this amount was sold the first week, which I think was like, I don't know, 600, 700,000. I could be wrong on that. But that's what I'm saying. Labels back then would say, oh, Michael Jackson dropped Thriller. He did 5 million copies the first week. And people would just accept it for what it is because, hey, the label, what's the point in lying? But clearly, as the years went on, they got caught lying. They got caught inflating numbers. So even back then when cassettes were available, not CDs, when cassettes were available, those were inflated by labels. So now it's streaming. It's way easier. It's way easier to do it. So why wouldn't they take advantage of that? Why wouldn't they manipulate numbers? There's no surprise here. To me, the surprise is how open it is, like how we're finally getting like clear as day, like evidence that this happens, because there hasn't been anything. It's always been speculation. But this is clear as day evidence. This is from an artist who owns a label, YSL Records, and his artist is on that label, Gunna. And he put up $50,000 to make sure he beats The Weeknd that week in sales and gets #1. And the funny thing is he decides to try and do the same thing for his own album, Business is Business. And he ended up losing to Morgan Wallen, who ended up being #1. And what the funny thing is, he's like, man, we got to get him on my album. Why wouldn't we think of that? Because he's like, the guy's always #1 doing 100,000, every week. So it streams, it's when people say, "Oh, you can manipulate streams easy," yeah, you can easier, but album sales were getting manipulated at a certain extent too. Now we don't know how much. It's harder to track album like physical CDs manipulation, but that was happening to a certain extent. That was happening as well. It's always been happening. Payola with radio stations playing certain songs because they're getting paid under the table to play them. So there's always manipulation in the market. That's always happened. That's nothing new. But this is the first time that I'm hearing about it like blatantly open. So let's play the clip.
Trying to do other shit. You know, when he did his 2-album deal with me, Cash called me one day like, "Hey, what the hell going on with Gunna? Who's speaking for him?" I'm like, "Why?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm there." You know, he trying to get signed right here with Weeknd signed it. And he demanded he want, 20 million. Whoa. So I already done told him like, whatever you want, just say it. I'm gonna give you the money. Whatever you want. Just on some we brother shit. Like nigga, I know you can't go nowhere in this world and get no $20 million check from no label. You're not doing numbers like that. You alright, but you ain't doing that like that. You know, like the number one album you just had right now. I paid for you to have a number one album. You didn't. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, earn a number one album over the weekend, my boy. I paid for that shit. I never said that to him. I never told him that. You know, 'cause we just got the plug on that. Like, you never earned a number one album. I spent 50 extra grand buying motherfucking streams, $50,000 buying streams for you to beat Weeknd. Like, and Cash know the same plug, so Cash could have did the same thing. But Cash like let it go. Cash just like snap down, like, man, let the nigga on the win. I ain't stunning shit. Snap down like a player.
I said nobody has ever put out 2 number 1 albums from jail. Obviously, hopefully you're out by your birthday. You know what I'm saying? But if you weren't, like, that would be historic.
Right.
And even if Uzi moves, we still have to deal with Morgan Wallen because he's doing 100,000 every week, no matter what.
Who?
Morgan Wallen, the country guy.
Yeah, what the fuck is this nigga doing? Why the fuck didn't we think to put him on the album? Like, what the fuck?
I mean,
You think we gonna beat the boy?
yo, my man, I'm not going to sleep until we beat him. So whatever happens.
I'll tell you. Yeah.
Whatever happens. So
Beat the
it's
boy,
like, okay.
beat the boy, then tell the boy you can't beat me, join me.
That's iconic.
Get on this song, young boy. Everything
You know what I mean?
Man.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's try to beat that nigga. You still got that plug, right? That shit what we did with Gunna, you still got that plug?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Tell you. All right, my boy.
Yeah. All right, I love you. Call me out.
So that's crazy to hear, man. Out of all these audio leaks, that's the thing that I, was like more shocked about. This other stuff about snitching and who thought about this, about Gunna doing this and this artist doing this, I really could care less about. To me, that portion of it gave us insight into what happens with this streaming stuff, which everyone knew to a certain extent that, hey, these streaming numbers are somewhat manipulated. Everybody knew to a certain extent. But to this extent where, now we got clear evidence of an artist saying, hey, we're going to spend $50,000 to get extra streams so this artist can go number one. That's the only place that I've ever heard like publicly open like that. It's crazy to me. So I'll keep my eyes posted on if anything else comes out with these audio clips or anything new on this Young Thug stuff. But yeah, it's been a crazy couple of days for Young Thug and just everything that's been happening to him.